So David would ask this question, give me one unequivocal statement that states that the gospel, mark the words, the gospel is corrupt. I repeat his question. Give me one unequivocal statement in the Quran that states that the gospel is corrupt. Let me give you the shock. The Quran does not state that the gospel is corrupt. The Quran does not say that the gospel is corrupted or changed or altered. The Quran states that the New Testament is corrupt and the gospel is not the New Testament. The gospel of Jesus Christ is not the New Testament. What gospel is the Quran talking about is the question. What is the Quran talking about? The Quran is talking about the gospel of Jesus Christ, the actual text which was revealed upon Jesus Christ. Where is it? Is the question. Is the Quran talking about the writings of Paul? Is the Quran talking about the writings of Jude, James, or the book of Acts, for example? Is the Quran talking about these books when the Quran uses the word gospel? Of course not. The Quran doesn't even address these writings, because these writings, even the Christians believe, are not from Jesus Christ, let alone from God Almighty. So it is very, very clear that our interlocutors, in this case David Wood and co., are being very, very disingenuous to the Christian community. They are not honest with you. They're not telling you the truth about the fact of the matter. And they do not respect you, let alone love you. They do not have any respect for the Christians because they are deliberately lying to the Christian community. It is very unfortunate that so many thousands of Christians out there have to listen to these lies. The Quran, when it talks about the gospel, it is talking about the gospel of Jesus Christ. Where is it? Does it exist today? Does anyone have that gospel? Let me answer the question. Yes, we have remnants of that gospel in the 4 gospels written by allegedly Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Okay, there are remnants, and the Quran alludes to those remnants. The Quran points to those true passages that actually truly belonged to the gospel of Jesus Christ once upon a time. The Quran tells the Muslims to believe in the gospel of Jesus Christ, which was originally revealed upon him. The Quran commands the Muslims to believe in the Torah, which was originally revealed upon Moses. Is the New Testament the Torah? Or is the Old Testament the Torah? No. All those verses describing the genocides and all the misdeeds of the prophets are not from the Torah. For example, we do not believe that Lot slept with his daughters. We do not believe that Judah had incest with his daughter-in-law. We do not believe that David was an immoral man. We do not believe that Moses would command the killing of innocent women and children. We do not believe that prophets like Samuel would do anything like that. For example, in the first book of Samuel, chapter 15, verse 3, there is an indication of a genocide. There is a command to commit genocide. We do not believe these are parts of God's revelation, let alone the Torah. So the Torah of Moses once upon a time existed, and the Quran confirms some of those parts in the Quranic text itself. So when the Quran talks about the Torah and the gospel, the Quran is talking about the original Torah of Moses, which does not exist anymore, and the Quran talks about the original gospel, which does not exist in its entirety. Does it exist in part? Absolutely. We as Muslims believe that the gospel of Jesus Christ has survived in documents that can be seen today. For example, the New Testament. We believe there are remnants of the gospel, the original gospel of Jesus Christ, to be found in the text of the New Testament. In fact, in the 4 gospels, there are remnants. For example, in chapter 5 of the Quran, same chapter, we are told that Jesus said to the Israelites, وَقَالَ الْمَسِيحُ يَا بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلِ اُعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ رَبِّي وَرَبَّكُمْ. O the children of Israel, worship one Lord, your God and my God. This is amazing. This is amazing. Where was this said? In the Gospel of Mark, chapter 12, verse 29, clearly confirms this. So the Quran is simply alluding to the fact that that particular portion in the Gospel of Mark is definitely from the original Gospel of Jesus Christ, not all of the Gospel of Mark, that particular passage has been confirmed. So the Quran also confirms that Jesus was sent to the Israelites. The Gospels also confirm that. The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24 states that Jesus said, I was not sent to anyone but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. This is clearly confirmed in the Quran. That was definitely said by Jesus Christ. We have no doubt that that statement was made by Jesus Christ in some shape or form in his own language. Also, the Quran confirms that Jesus Christ was sent to confirm the previous law. And again, the Gospel of Matthew clarifies when the man came asking him questions, when a man came asking Jesus Christ, what shall he do to attain salvation? Jesus said, follow the commandments. Follow the commandments. We firmly believe that Jesus Christ had said that in some shape or form. So the Quran actually confirms those remnants of the original gospel of Jesus Christ in the current text of the New Testament. Not that all the text of the New Testament is authentic, authoritative, and the rest. So it is now very clear that the Christian missionaries will present their interpretations of the reinterpretations, ignoring all our scholarship, all our views. This is exactly what I have told you, what I have explained to you is the view of the Muslim scholarship, modern and classical and ancient. So there goes David Wood's defense of the current Bible or the text of the New Testament from the Quran. There it goes. It is gone.